Alright guys, it's I think it's day 6. Yep. Day 6. It's a late video. I've been busy all day. It's my birthday tomorrow, so I had some family come over and shit, so yeah, a lot of busy stuff, but hopefully I can get a quick video in right now. Let me switch my screen. Hey, shout out to y'all, man. I really appreciate y'all. We've been running it up. I got 500 views on that video, man. So the channel's doing decent. You know what I mean? Doing good. TikTok is doing decent as well. Yeah, trying to run up 1,000. So if you guys see this video, help a brother out and get me to 1,000 followers, man, so I can go live on there. But yeah, today's day 6. I think today I just want to work on classes. Hopefully, I don't know how far I'm gonna get into this. I don't have much I gotta wake up early tomorrow, so okay. Classes. A class is a special type in an object-oriented programming language like Python. If you squint really hard, it's kind of like a dictionary in it, that it usually stores names of value pairs. So define a new class called soldier with 3 properties: health, armor, damage. Class soldier, health equals 5, armor is 3, damage is 2. Okay, just like a string, integer, or float, a class is a type, but instead of being built in type, classes are customable types that you define. Okay. Objects. So if a class is a new custom type, what is an object? Objects are just instances of a class. Yeah, I know. Instance is another fancy programming word. It just means an example of or a specific case of. For example, Lane is an instance of a human. My chemical reaction is an instance of a band. Okay, for example, health is equal to 50. Health is an instance of an integer type. Argon is an instance of a soldier class type. Okay. Each new instance of a class is an object. Example, class archer. Class archer, health is equal to 40, arrows is 10. Create several instances of archer class. So Legolas is archer, Bard is archer. So print Legolas dot health, which is 40. Print Bard dot arrows is 10. Okay. Okay, so the assignment is create a class called wall. It should have a property called armor. So armor, and we're going to initialize it to 10. A property called height. So height is spelled height, right? Yeah. It's initialized to 5. And class battering ram. Damage is equal to 2. Length is equal to 4. Cool. Methods. So you might be wondering why classes are useful. They're like dictionaries, but worse, right? Well, no. First of all, classes provide structure. The class definition says, hey, I have these specific properties. A dictionary is more powerful in that sense, that you can store whatever you want in it. But that also makes it less clear on what on earth is in there at any given time. Another thing that makes classes useful is that you can have methods. A method is just a function that's tied directly to a class and has access to properties. See the take damage method below. So health is equal to 5 in the class soldier. This is a method that reduces the health of the soldier. So, so def take damage is equals self damage. So self dot health minus equal damage. So each time a soldier takes damage, so say self is 40 minus 5 is 35. Soldier 1 is equal to soldier 1 take damage 2. Hold up, sorry, I was like dozing off. Soldier 1, so we have one soldier and they're calling the class. So now they're calling the class, so now it's gonna have to take health, and now you need self and damage. So soldier 1 soldier _1 dot take damage is gonna be 2. So 2. So 5 minus, so print soldier 1 dot health is 3. Soldier 2 dot take damage 1, so 5 minus 1, 4. Okay. So methods are defined within the class declaration. Their first parameter is always the instance of the class that this method is being called on. Methods are defined within the class declaration. Okay. Our first parameter is always the instance of the class, and the method is being called on by convention is called self. And because self is a reference, bro. Oh, I always see self, bro. Like, whatever. See? Methods are defined within the class here. The first parameter is always the instance of the class that the method is being called on. By convention, it's called self. And because self is a reference to the object, you can use it to read and update the properties of the object. Notice that methods are called directly in object instance using the dot operator. Right. Okay. So complete the fortify method on the wall class. It should double the current armor property. Double the current armor property. Double. So we would have to do self dot what's that, armor holy shit, armor times equals 2 times there we go. Methods can return. It is normal function doesn't return, and if a normal function doesn't return anything, it's typically not a useful function. In contrast, methods often don't return anything because they can mutate, update. The properties of an object instead. That's exactly what we did in the last assignment. However, they can return values if you want. They're just functions within the object. A common use case is getter returns a calculated value based on the properties. Class soldier. Armor is equal to 2. Num weapons is 2. So def get speed self. So speed is 10. So speed minus equals self dot armor self dot num weapons. Return the speed. Okay. So what I'm seeing is that speed is equal to 10. Speed is minus the self armor, which is 10 minus 2 is 8. Then 8 minus the num weapons 2 would be 6, and we return that. So soldier 1 equals soldier cost soldier. Now print soldier 1 dot get speed. That will equal 10. 6, sorry. Building walls in Age of Dragons can be expensive. The larger and stronger the wall, the more it costs. Building walls in Age of Dragons can be expensive. Right, building walls in Age of Dragons can be expensive. The larger and stronger the wall, the more it costs. Complete the dot get cost. Alright. Get the get cost. It should return the cost of a wall where the cost is its armor multiplied by its height. What the fuck does that mean? Complete the dot get cost, right, method on the wall class. Right? It should return the cost of a wall. Oh, so you're trying to get the cost of the wall. Okay, so this is gonna be like sorry, I'm thinking. Bruh, what? So complete the dot get cost method on the wall class. Okay, yeah, we get that. It should return the cost of the wall where the cost is its armor times height. So has to be wrong. Oh. Okay, makes sense. Okay, methods versus functions. Methods versus functions. You know what a function is, and a method is the exact same thing. It's just tied directly to a class and has access to its properties of the object. A method automatically what? You know what a function is, and you know what a method is the same exact thing. It's just tied directly to a class. Health is equal to 100. Self is a deliner. Damage equals damage times multiplier. Self dot health minus damage. Right. The liner is equal to soldier, so it's getting the soldier. Now you do the liner dot take damage, and you want to put 20 and 2, and then you print it, it'll be 60. I don't line dot take damage 10 3. Boom. Okay, I get it. A method can operate on data that is contained within the class. In other words, you won't always see the outputs and return statement because the method might just mutate the object's properties directly. So debate. Because functions are more explicit, some developers argue that functional programming is better than object-oriented programming. Argue that functional programming is better than object-oriented programming. Neither paradigm is better. I'm required to say this as I could. The best developers learn and understand both styles and use them to they see feel more pleasant. And objects' properties are changed from within. They also make it easier to group a program's data behavior in one place, which can lead to a more organized code base. It's trade-off which operates on an instance of a class. Okay. Which aren't they both the same thing? Alright. Which part of Helm of Mordine dot enchant method will be passed into the enchant method as a first argument itself? Wait, what will be which part of this right here? What, mana? Fuck, then it has to be Helm of. So not these, it has to be this. Constructors. Holy balls. What the? Crazy. Alright, I'm gonna finish this and then do some stuff on my own. Currently working on my portfolio. So when I apply for jobs and internships and stuff, I have a better what is it called? Portfolio, and I don't know if I'm gonna work on that on stream because it's too much personal information. Even though I don't fucking care, it's all online. But whatever. Let's just finish the constructors and see what happens. It's rare in the real world to see a class that defines properties like as we did. Wait, I have a confession. I've been teaching you the bad way to define properties in class. It's rare in the real world to see a class that defines properties like this as we did. Class, soldier, name, a constructor is usually better. It's a specific method on a class called init that is called automatically when you create a new instance of a class. So using constructor, the code from above will look like this. Class soldier def init self dot name self dot armor self dot num weapons. Not only is it safer, we'll talk about it later on, but it also allows us to make the starting property values configurable. So class soldier def init, okay, everything that we had above. Now we have soldier 1. Soldier 1 equals soldier. Soldier 1 equals soldier, right? Legolas 210. Now print soldier 1 name. Legolas soldier 1. If you just print soldier 1, yeah, if you print soldier 1, see the difference between this is that look how weird it is. Health, armor. What's a good problem? Like look at this. Boom, now you have to say call the soldier, then you do the letter dot take damage, then you put in that. But here seems like all you need to do is okay, variable equals soldier, the class shit, and then you put in the values. Legolas as name, armor. Okay, now you want to print just the name. So you print soldier 1 dot name. Armor. Num weapons. So whenever you want to call that, I see. Okay. Soldier 2. Now you do soldier. Gimel 5-1. Now if you want to call the name right here, name self.name is Gimel. Okay, I see. Okay. Add a constructor to the wall class. It should take depth, height, and width as parameters in order and set them in instant properties. Okay. So we're doing self dot depth is equal to depth. Self dot height is equal to height, and self dot width. Holy shit! Butchered that. Width is equal to width right there. Ultra wall has no arbitrary volume. Oh, let's see here. Compute an additional property called volume. Volume is a depth times height. Oh, see, we got something new. So we do self dot volume is equal to depth times height times width. One is missing one required plus volume. If I do this, it's just gonna say that's an error. Oh, never mind. Shit. So you don't need to add that right there then. Volume 24. Depth 2, height 3. Where? I think we gotta take a quiz and then we'll call it. Call class soldier that's in it. In Python, what is the name of construction method? Any more quiz? Okay, we're gonna keep this for the next time. Yeah, I appreciate whoever's watching this. I know it's very short, but I got some other stuff to do because tomorrow I'm gonna be very busy and I have to kind of grind tonight. So thank you for watching. It really means a lot to me. And yeah, tune in. I'm learning a lot every day. So I finished school 3 weeks ago, and it's about to hit 3 weeks. It's been these last 3 weeks have been a little bit hard because I've been overthinking and kind of rotting and stuff. But this past week I've been grinding and being more active. So to my future self who sees this. Just keep going. So yeah, I need to start putting a lot more time into this, because every day I've been putting in 2-3 hours, but which is not bad, because before that I wasn't doing shit. But I gotta just put in like more hours, because I need to grind harder. So tomorrow will probably be a light day, but after tomorrow it's 6 hours and above every day. So yeah, I appreciate you for watching this. Whoever's watching this, it means a lot to me. So yeah, comment, like, if you can, subscribe, and click that link in my bio if or the description of this YouTube video. You can see more about me, or follow me on TikTok or Twitch and connect with me, and join the Discord, man. Join the Discord. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching.